I've been asking myself the question, why are leaders so fearful or defensive with employees who are vocal? Quite often in my career as an HR consultant and master trainer, I run into managers who express, I have a really good team, but there's this one person that really makes things difficult, or this one person that is not coordinating and collaborating with the team. Then I would ask, okay, what is the reason why they're not collaborating? Or tell me about this individual and why they're so difficult. I would get things like they always question what I initiate. If I give out an assignment or a task, they always question why and what. They're always bringing up their challenges or problems. They're the only one that has that experience. No one else has that. And what I've learned over studying the patterns and seeing the results, and of course interceding and connecting with those people that were labeled as difficult, was that it was the fact that those individuals were able to communicate, question, challenge those managers. And I think it reveals two things. Number one, if we're going to be the leaders of today, especially with a generation like the Gen Z, we need to be fully comprehensive in our soft skills. We need to be able to be confident. We need to be able to have a good argument, to communicate, to be completely okay with people being different from us and thinking different from us, and for people to challenge the status quo. That's what we need as leaders in an organization. We're not meant to run organizations by ourselves. We utilize the talent that is around us, the insight that is around us, to be able to run effective organizations. So if you're in a department where your team members are not even telling you what is wrong, and you have nothing indicating that something is wrong, you got a problem, because the problems are still there. You're just not aware because they're not comfortable to communicate it to you. If you feel like you don't like confrontation, you feel that you don't like to be questioned several times, then maybe there's something wrong with how you're communicating. Are you communicating clear to begin with? Different employees have different styles. They have different needs in terms of how they process things. Some people need to know all the details before they go out to work. Other people, you gave an instruction, they follow it and they move on. But I'm challenging you as a leader that you need to be aware. You need to be comfortable with difficult employees or difficult conversations, and you need to be prepared to respond to them. And you shouldn't try to silence someone who is questioning things simply because you're not comfortable to give a proper answer. The second thing that we have to recognize is that when we allow our employees to become empowered, to give opinion, to share feedback, to be involved in solutions, then they start to become more independent. That gives us as leaders time to focus on the things that we really need to. Our organizational goals, our individual goals, the overarching responsibilities of our departments that we're leading. And so now we can start to do meaningful work. But we can't do that without empowering individuals. Let's do the work we need to do within ourselves so that we can now welcome what our teams are bringing and be able to come to some really good solutions. Because when everyone has a voice, then we start to truly see engagement increasing at every step.